Hello YouTube, Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing an Instacart shopping trip from start to finish with you guys and hopefully get some filmage that is decent enough to put up on the internet. I did try to film last weekend, or this last weekend, and it didn't work so good, so hopefully today will be better. But today is Thursday the 23rd. I just picked up an order for $22. It was like $12 and some change plus $9 and some change tip. So, you know, the tip can fluctuate, but at least it's still $12. That's if everything's in stock. If you have to refund items, then that guaranteed payment will go down. Okay, so we just started up. I accepted the offer. I am finishing up my shopping at Rite Aid. We had a prescription to pick up, and then I found some stuff for FBM fulfilled by merchant with Amazon while I'm getting the subscription, and then I checked my thing and found an Instacart order, and here we go. So supplies, I've got, of course, sanitizers. I've got like 3 different kinds of sanitizer now. I've got my bandana mask. I can't find the other masks that I ordered, but I'm sure they're in the laundry somewhere. But I've got my mask, I've got my water, and I've got my purse with my Instacart shopping like debit card, or you can tie payment to the whatever the payment is in your phone, where you tap the phone to the device. And I did set, when I first signed up, I started that way, and then I got the debit card thing, and I don't know, I think I like tapping with the phone, although I was having sometimes reception issues, and it got me a little nervous that I couldn't pay. You know, you do all that work and then you can't pay. That's pretty nerve-wracking when you go to check out. So we are on our way to Safeway. I also got my Instacart bags in the back. I did try to film this last weekend. Filming did not go well. I had done my spy pen, which I've charged up for this trip, and I have a new way. I don't know if I'm even gonna bother with it. I'm having a pretty frustrating day, but it is charged and ready to go. The last time I used it, it didn't work out. So I think I'll just use the iPhone and do the best I can to show you start to finish an Instacart shopping and not run this guy over. So I'm gonna stop filming, run over to Safeway. It's like across the street. So I will be back, and I wanna show you the bags and start to finish. Now, some people do recommend taking the bags into the store, so that when you get frozen items and cold items, you put them right into the bag to keep cold. But I am in the Seattle area, and I want to look at the order. I may bring in like 2 bags with me, but you know, it's not like it's really hot here yet. But in a couple of weeks, maybe it will be. All right, see you in a sec. Hey guys, I wanted to start off real quick in the settings on your iPhone. I don't know, I'm sure Samsung does this too, but on the iPhone, under settings, under general, then you're going to click on keyboard and then text replacements, and I have 2 text replacements. One, when I start shopping, I'm going to send the shopper, and it basically says, hello, I'm your personal shopper. If you have anything to review, you know, be aware of things that are going to come up to review, and let me know if you need anything to add it or delete it, etc. And then IC2 says, I am headed out to the checkout. It was my pleasure doing business with you. See you shortly. So those are just 2 little shortcuts. You want to make sure your shortcuts are called something that you're going to remember and that's not commonly typed. And then, yeah, it's great. I love this type of response. It works great for when you have common customer responses, Instacart, eBay, maybe a Facebook group or something. This comes in really handy. So I wanted to show you that first because I've had a couple people ask me about it. Now let's go into this. We're going to go get the bags here. All right, I guess it's not that special, but these are the bags. I haven't even unwrapped them yet. They look just like the ones I got on Amazon. So this is basically a big black bag. They suggest something that's a little bit bigger that can hold 4 large bags, but I like these, and I can't honestly carry that much at a time. Maybe if you have some big arm muscles, you'll want bigger bags, but I like the smaller ones. These fit about 2 or 3 sacks of groceries, and they're perfect. These are in my Amazon store as well. I'll link to them down in my affiliate link, but they're cheap. If you're going to go into this and do a lot of business, I've heard to pay up and do the better bags that will last you longer. But I'm looking at this as a more temporary solution to a short-term problem. And I don't know quite how I like Instacart. So if I really love it, then maybe my second set of bags I'll invest up. But for right now, trying it out, I'm going to go cheap. All right, we've got our order waiting for Jason, 26 items, 50 units. We're going to hit start shopping. The first thing I'm going to do is get the dry goods. Okay. Frozen stuff last, perishable, so it's going to go dry goods, then perishable, then frozen. And then if they have priority items, you want to get those obviously first. So looks like we're going to start off in aisle 11, 12, 13. Oh, no, I'm going to start off maybe in 17, looks like the last one. And then we got the dairies and the meats. So just kind of look over everything, see how you want to attack it, and then get started. So I will show you how I come across problems, but other than that, we're going to pick our first one, which will be aisle 17. We're going to go look for some beans. I forgot to mention that after we get that, we're also going to type out IC1. There we go. Boom. You can copy that if you want, I don't care. So we've messaged the customer, they know we're shopping, now we're gonna look for beans. So the hardest part of this is finding the objects, obviously. And once you do, you just scan them in. So I'm looking over here at the stag chili. I believe this is the one that we want, 15-ounce chili with beans. I'm gonna scan it in a minute and show you that. But like, see how that can is dented? You want to not get dented cans at all possible. So we'll scan that one and I'll show you how it's added. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. We're gonna go found. It came up. So we're gonna go ahead and get 3 of them. I like that it pops up like that. So in case if you weren't paying attention and didn't notice that there was 3, and then just make sure that all 3 match. A lot of this is pretty easy peasy. But you know, I've shopped with my children and they're notorious for grabbing just what's next, and sometimes it's the right product, sometimes it's not. So we'll go with found item, and then it pops off the list. Nothing's in review, and it will show 1 done there. So I've got 25 more to do. I will now just show you guys problems as I come across it, because I'm sure I will. And yeah, I'm not going to show you scanning everything because I do have to do this kind of quickly. I mean, they do time you. It's not super bad, but I can't be talking to y'all while I'm shopping that much. I did want to show you what happens if you scan the wrong item, why nobody's in the aisle here watching me talk to you. Let's say the marshmallows here, and we're going to just scan some peas, and it will obviously be the wrong one, and that's what happens. So then you can try again, or you can go back, but it will warn you if you're not getting the right item, which is super helpful. This is the first item I can't find, so they don't have it. I looked at the soda aisle, I looked at end caps, and I asked somebody, and they are out, so can't find. Okay, they want customer's choice is Coke cherry, so then you try to find the alternative and scan that, and then if there's no alternative, you can text the customer, and if they say there's no alternative or don't get back to you, then you need to refund the item. So that should be the last. So obviously look everywhere, ask somebody if there's any in the back, then find alternatives, then text the customer, and then refund. I found the cherry Coke finally after much searching. There's a lot of different cherry Cokes out there, I guess. Anyhow, so you see how it says 1 cherry Coke Pepsi? Then you want to replace it with, like, say you had a 2-pack, or they wanted a 2-pack and you found singles, then you would, do the ratio and apply accordingly. This is going to be a 1-for-1. So we're just going to sit 1, found item, way to go. It will go into the review. So now the customer is going to now have to review that, okay it, and then it will go into the done pile. Done with all of the dry goods. I stuck the marshmallows up here. I'll stick marshmallows and bread, or anything that could be squished. So I've got everything down here. This is all shelf stable, and my jacket way down below because it got hot in here. Did have some problems with the crackers because there were just a lot to choose from. That's okay, it didn't take me very long, but there was a lot of different crackers. But got everything except for the cherry Coke, which we did a substitution. Now my choices are bread, produce, deli or meat, and frozen. So we're gonna go to bread, then produce, then meat, then frozen. My tips for produce are to grab as many bags as you need right away. If you're having trouble opening them, because that's a thing, If you go over to where they wet the vegetables down, you can find some moisture, you know, on the containers there, just to get a little bit of moisture on your hands to open them up. So get the vegetables that you need, then come over and weigh them all at the same time and enter them all. So that way you're not running around, you know, getting one thing and then weighing it and then getting another thing, weighing it, etc. All right, I had a couple issues. The watermelon I got was wrong. They wanted a big one that was seedless, not the little mini ones. Then they wanted one that was about 13 pounds, and the first one I picked out was 15. If you go too much over, it's going to hike their bill up, and then they're going to see the big bill, and in my mind, they may have an issue with that. Then I came over for sausages. They wanted a hot and a breakfast, and then some of the Vermont there, and it's pretty wiped out, so I substituted it out for another maple little one, and he still hasn't gone through and reviewed anything, so waiting on that. Now we are headed towards some taco meat and then frozen stuff. I lucked out. I just came over to the frozen section. There was only 4 of these left, and that's how many they want. I want to point out that I bagged my meat. I've got the taco stuff in one, the links in one, and the little sausage in another. The what do you call it, training videos for Instacart say to bag the meat up just to make sure it doesn't leak on anything and get your bags dirty and more sanitary. And while I hate using plastic, so much plastic, during this time, I think you have to. Okay, I'm a bit frustrated. He's not gotten back to the review items, but our time is good. See in the bottom right-hand corner, we're supposed to be under an hour. We were 41 minutes. There's still 2 in review. What happens if we press review changes? Okay, we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and message him. I see 2. You can't say I didn't communicate. Send that. He's been informed that I replaced those items. You go to the next step and check out. And that's pretty easy. You're going to just enter those numbers for the Safeway card and then swipe your card for payment and then load up. I'll catch you there. So pretty obvious. I've got the Squishables up in the cart. I've got my Monopoly tickets that I'm going to redeem for more Monopoly tickets. It's almost over. I've got everything kind of grouped by cold and perishable. I didn't want the ice cream touching the meat, so it's kind of up on that thing. And then I'm going to load the belt according to how I want it back. So hopefully they put the frozen stuff with frozen stuff. You can only hope, though. There's only so much you can do. We can rearrange at the car, though. All right, I'm at the car. I've got all my groceries there. I've got 4 green bags, 2 black bags now, so a total of 6 bags. I've got the receipt. I've got a stack of Monopoly. So I need to photo the receipt and submit it, but that puts me on the timer to get it to delivered. So we're gonna load up all of the groceries into the bags. These are not that big. These are not that big at all. They look even smaller than that one, but that's all right. We're gonna load up and get moving. Everything is loaded. We're gonna hit checkout complete. This gave me the option to swipe with the card they gave me or with the Apple Pay, and I just did Apple Pay. So then we take a photo of the receipt, and then we're going to add another one, and then we're going to submit. There we go. We're going to swipe delivery, but see now how it says I've got to 352 and it's 346. So then we want to, oh, hold on. If your customer doesn't answer, they said it's okay to leave the delivery at the door. Please bring to door 2 work vans in front of home. Always read those little tidbits because they're so helpful. All right, then we're going to navigate. And I'm going to drive there, and then we will talk. Everything is dropped off. We're going to hit confirm. And I did hand it to the customer. And slide complete delivery. We are gonna chit chat while we're driving away here because I'm out of time and I need to drive and talk. So a couple of things. I wore a pair of gloves while delivering and my mask, and I make sure I sanitize and that it's kind of visible from where I'm parking. So if they're watching me from a window, they're gonna see that I sanitize and wore gloves and put on my mask and did things hygienically. You know, we've always lived by a rule that says perception is reality. If somebody perceives you as clean, well-spoken, well-dressed, knows what you're doing, then that's the reality of it. If you look like a bum and look like you're scratching your butt or whatever, delivering their groceries, they're going to have that perception in their mind. So when I go out, I try to, I don't want to say dress nice, but put on a pair of jeans, upgrade from my loungewear from the Corona quarantine attire, and at least look presentable. I don't need to look like business casual or anything, but at least not look like a bum, which most of the days I look like a bum, just saying. So anyhow, the guy was very nice, thanked me, was very polite. His son came out, helped load the groceries up. If everything is what they say, I should make $22 off of that. Took me about an hour to do. Everything was fine other than the 2 substitutions that he didn't really review and I just pushed through. Not a whole lot. The stores were more stocked than what I'm used to, which is good. A lot of times I've been shopping on Saturday, Sunday afternoons, and the stores are decimated. It's just terrible. The other thing I wanted to bring up is Instacart sucks your phone drive. Bring a battery pack charger, especially if you're going to go out for the day. It really, really eats into your battery life. So that's pretty, I heard about it before I started, and yeah, it really, really does. So I don't have too much more to say. That was an order from start to finish. When I've been doing the orders, I've been getting pretty good, and I believe that if I were to do this full time, I could easily make $25 an hour on average. And that's kind of the reality of it. Now, $25 an hour, being your own boss, doing your own hours is nice, but you do have to put in the hours, and they are a little on the restricted side. My orders, or, people don't start asking for orders till probably around 7, 8 in the morning, and after 6 it really dies down. But again, depends on the area and the stores and whatnot. If I go up to a different section where it's a little bit more higher end and different stores, a little bit more specialty stores, then the prices per batch seem to go up a little bit more too. But my local areas are quick and easy to add in. So today, I'm mostly an Amazon person. I had about 25 merchant fulfilled orders that I got out this morning, and then I got one FBA shipment out this morning, and then I helped my daughter through a big math quiz, so it was just a rough day there. And then I had some customer issues. I had a fulfilled by merchant return. They say they bought it by mistake. That's okay, whatever. But I had to click through, and I'm not sure I quite did that exactly right. We'll see. It looked like I maybe did it right, but anyhow. Then I had a customer complain, and that one kind of, just between that and the math test, really, I don't know. I don't want to say upsets me, but it gets to you. It gets to you. I had a customer who bought something on Tuesday. I shipped it on Wednesday, and it's Thursday, and they're contacting Amazon saying that it's not being delivered within the time frame that I agreed to, or that they expected, and wanted to know where their stuff was and wanted a refund. And I'm going, I'm not Domino's. I don't deliver within the hour unless if it's Instacart, right? I can't ship you something and have it be there within 12 hours. I don't know what they kind of expected. Anyhow, that's been my day. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I am back to Safeway because I'm going to pop in, since I'm already, when I get done with these, I go home and I shower just to, get anything off of me and take my clothes and get into fresh clothes. So if I am coming in contact with anything, I'm not bringing it home to the family. But these are all my instant ticket winners from earlier this week. I haven't gone through the pile that's in the back. I'll do that tonight. But my free things from Monopoly right now that I can go and get are some crackers, a donut or bagel, which I can't get, French bread loaf, vinegar, an iced beverage, hamburger buns, Open Nature yogurt, and a sour cream. So I'm going to just run in there really quick and see how many of these free items I can get to top off my day and bring them home to the family. All right, guys, take care and have an awesome day. I cut too short. I also wanted to point out that with the customer's receipt, I now have several things I'm entering it into. box tops for the elementary kids. I've been putting my, just scanning the receipts into there, so the school gets the box tops rewards. And then Fetch Rewards has been the best app so far in terms of reward points. Ibotta, gosh, I think I've gotten 75 cents out of all my Instacart shoppings for Ibotta, 75 cents, which is not a whole lot. It's almost not worth scanning there. And then I just downloaded a new one, and I can't remember what the heck it's called, but it's called like Pay Me. Hold on. Okay. It's called Receipt Pal. And that's another one that's like Fetch Rewards. The reviews on it say, though, that you have to build up a lot to get any sort of rewards, which Fetch Rewards, I don't know. I think it's okay. I'm almost up to making a $20 gift card, which my hopes is by Christmas that I have a couple $20 gift cards to use for Christmas gifts or something. I don't know. Or maybe we could go out to dinner or out to eat when things open back up. We'll see. But my point is take your receipt and use it for several different things and stack those rewards up. Just like I've got Monopoly tickets going. I've got now 3 reward apps plus the Box Tops app. So you got to double dip where you can. All right. That's it. Take care.